Greetings all. So I'm going to do this little quick video I've been wanting to do for a long time. So this is a peek at what I do in my astrology readings. I integrate some medical astrology, but really in a medical astrology reading, which it'll be on my site soon, as soon as my site is online. And it's going to be titled like something in a positive frame. It's something like a health reading or success, something like that. I apologize, I can't remember. So what I'm going to title this video is Where Addictions Really Come From. And this is from my observation from looking at charts for years through the frame of medical astrology and through a specific frame of the elements in the personal planets. So this is an example chart. And there's many layers to this. I could look at the modes, modalities. I could look at the geometry, the aspects. I could look at the signs as they, are in detriment or in exaltation relative to the sign they're in. I could look at the houses. This is a very simple layer of just looking at what the element, the particular planet is in, of which sign is ruled by that particular element. So you have to have a little knowledge here, and it's something you could easily use a search engine to discover. So here I have a chart example of the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. I also add in the nodes here because the nodes are really important in terms of the North Node, in terms of what energy is available to the person. And the South Node is what energy is always leaving the body. So again, the North Node would be what's the body's receiving, what it's open to receiving. And that's very significant in relationship to medical astrology. And so what I have here is an example of the chart. Sun in Aries, Moon in Sagittarius, Mercury in Aries, Venus in Aquarius, Mars in Scorpio. What element is missing here? Aries is ruled by fire. Sag is ruled by fire. Aries again, ruled by fire. Venus in Aquarius would be ruled by air. And Mars in Scorpio is ruled by water. What element is missing here? Earth. Earth is missing here. But if we look to the nodes, we see Earth. But where is it? Is it in the North node of receiving that particular element? Or is it in the South node of not being able to hold on to that element? So we see it in Taurus. We see it in the South node. And that's Earth. So we have the North node in water, receiving water, and the South node in Taurus. So that means this is a person that have enough fire, they have some air, they have some water supported by the North node, but they don't have Earth. So they will seek compensation in their life through partnerships, through their surroundings, their home, through their environments, by clinging onto Earth. They might be really into rocks and stones and crystals, hiking, climbing, anything that puts them in touch with the Earth element. They may really enjoy people who can help relax them, ground them. They may also have defaulted to addictions in the past or presently. Those addictions might be related to tobacco. This is so common. I see this so much in my readings. Usually an excess of fire or even water as an excessive emotion, but especially fire with very limited earth expression in the chart is going to have, it's going to struggle with being able to ground. And so there'll often be an addiction to tobacco in some form of way, whether it's chewing or smoking or vaping. And there's a solution to this. There's a solution to this addiction. And, some of you can beat the addictions on your own, but one surefire way to beat this addiction with an earth a lack is to do things, is earthing, is do things that ground you. This could be for a certain time every day. I won't go into too many details because that would be relative to your chart. And I would focus in on how to navigate that daily, how daily you can integrate in Earth into your environment. It could be sleeping grounded as well, but there's nuances around that. You don't just plug something into an outlet like they're trying to sell you these days. You don't know how much dirty electricity is in the walls. The sun can be grounding to some extent, but if you have Mercury in Aries, like this example, the head would be very sensitive to heat, and you don't want to overheat the head. The Mercury here would be the head, the mind being vulnerable to migraines as well. So you want to make sure with that you're drinking a lot of water, even though there's some water in this chart. So here's my example. I think I may do a series on each missing element or just low element in a chart. I just wanted to share those insights. Thank you all. And please like and subscribe. Thanks.